The cameras, no, they go invisible.
Obviously, it was the wrong call there. We go through the end of it, and like we just look around and like everybody's crying.
Welcome to Facing Reality. I'm your host and resident pop culture scholar, Sarah Hanlon, and I am joined today by two very special guests, Brendan and Sam from the Amazing Race Canada.
Nice, Sammer.
First off, I want to ask you guys, since this was your second time on reality television, I want to know what was the draw for you? What was like the initial draw to reality TV? And then what made you want to go back?
Honestly, just getting the opportunity, I think, in the first place, to be able to do it with my dad was an incredible experience. I had no expectations, but going on it gives you, like, the Amazing Race Canada, it gives you such a high, and it's such an experience, traveling around Canada, meeting so many lovely people, surrounding yourself with other contestants who just want to push themselves, and it's such an amazing experience. So I think being able to do it a second time, Brendan and I met through reality. I mean, after both being on our seasons, and we applied and kind of pitched our shot for the second time, and because we were like, why not? Imagine being able to do this together. And in life, all they can say is no. So we were like, let's just try it out, and here we are. We were able to do it a second time together, and we're incredibly grateful for the time that we shared.
I love that. Brendan, what story did you want to tell this time going on the race with your partner?
Honestly, like there's a lot of people that they choose to go on the Amazing Race Canada that have like incredible stories, that they've lived through life and whatnot. And like, I mean, we all have things we've been through and whatnot, but like the biggest thing that I found, like, was me and Sam were just trying to run the race authentically and be ourselves, which I really think that we did, and we did it really well. We truly were just like enjoying the moment and trying to take in like every single moment in life. So, we feel like our place in the race was to provide like that kind of energy to whether it's the other cast members or to the audience as well, because like we both literally live our lives like that, like we literally like can enjoy every day, like right in the moment, obviously, but sometimes there's always like where, you're scared of the past or what's the future has to hold. And I think a lot of people get caught up in that. And that race lets you like completely block that stuff out when you're like in a challenge where you're just like trying to do like something. You're not worried about what the hell's going on tomorrow. Or what you said yesterday,
right,
like you're it's blocked out, and like those are the moments that matter. And it's not really, it's more or less, it's not really more about winning and like, being like a champion and whatnot. It's more kind of like, who you get to do the journey with and like the people you get surrounded with. So, we're both grateful.
Oh, I love that so much. And you can see that authenticity through the screen and how you guys enjoy things right up to the end when you were eliminated, sadly, but you guys still kept a positive attitude. And that was really sweet to see. And I love that you mentioned the authenticity because, so many people kind of criticize reality television for being kind of fake or contrived. But The Amazing Race, especially like you're mentioning, is one that, I mean, you see people and they're actually kind of the opposite of contrived. They're so in the moment, so focused in. Can you speak a little bit to that, both of you, about how it actually feels in those moments on the race? Like when you're building those snowshoes.
Boys just finished. They're heading out. I think we're the last team. Brendan, I want to switch right now. I know you can do it. It's time consuming. That's why everyone chose that one.
These are done after these branches go in. And we're walking. Okay, I've got
Brendan,
2 shoes.
I don't feel confident walking through the snow.
Can you just try? Can you try walk through, baby?
I can't. Like, this is so frustrating.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm really sorry.
I'm just upset right now. Like,
I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I wish I would have. I feel terrible.
And the time is going by. Tell me, are you aware of the cameras? Are you so in the moment they drop away? Is it a combination of something like that?
Yeah, I think For sure. The cameras, no, they go invisible. I feel like when you're in that high
Blinders.
straight or high stress, like
Yeah.
you really are just focused on getting through the challenge and working together. And yeah, in that moment, building those snowshoes, it was like even when you were just bringing up authenticity, it's so many people, I'm sure, when they go on reality TV, they want to, okay, this is how I want to look, this is how I'm going to be. And especially, I mean, maybe some reality TV, but when you're on the Amazing Race Canada and you have no idea where you're about to fly to, what you're about to go do, you're just constantly on your toes. So there's not really the time to be like, oh my gosh, did I say that right? Am I doing this? You're kind of just fully yourself. And that's what I love so much about this show. Everyone that I've met on my previous season and this season with Brendan, I feel like everyone's just been authentic. We've all, been through so many challenges together, and it's hard not to be. So that's what this race really provides. And yeah, being in that snowshoe challenge definitely can attest to that.
Oh, yeah.
I think the stress, and I mean, I definitely didn't look so good when I felt.
But we're not thinking about
on the
camera. You're not
things
thinking about camera. You're just thinking about the race. Like you're just like, and you're like in it with just your partner. Like you don't even notice that the cameras are out.
Yes,
because
exactly.
you can't. Like you can't. You don't have time.
If you're worried about that, especially on this race, no, you're not gonna.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you're not gonna succeed.
It's true.
So it's set up. So in this case, the nature of the reality of the show is what draws a lot of the authentic moment. So thank you for sharing that. I love to hear that. You also, though, have mentioned like how fun it is, that bond between you and your castmates. It's a really unique experience. How can something be so stressful and so fun at the same time? Can you speak to that a little bit?
I think stepping out of your comfort zone and, getting into the unknown is the only way to grow. If you're constantly comfortable, you're never going to grow. So it's like putting yourself in situations that, yes, may be fearful. And a lot of people maybe don't have that attitude in life and they don't really test themselves. But when you do, it's such a rewarding experience. And, I think, yeah, being able to be on this race and put ourselves in vulnerable positions is incredible. I kind of forget the question here.
No, I know. I know exactly where you're going with that. Like it's basically, it's like you are so incredibly stressed and it's like the most like intense thing that you're doing, but like you can't recreate that feeling. It's like it's a feeling when you're racing, like when the race starts and like when you're racing against these teams for the mat, it's like this feeling of pressure and like excitement and this adrenaline that unless you're like a high pressure athlete, you know what I mean? Like professional athlete, then you don't get it anywhere in life. You know what I mean? Like you can't like maybe you could go enter like a race, but like I still don't think you're gonna like have that pressure because like it's like set up like you don't want it to end. You're like, if it ends, I'm not taking a flight to the next sick place to do like this like incredible challenge that I really am like super stressed out and like nervous about, but like I really want to do it, so you just can't recreate it.
And when you overcome those fears and you put yourself in those situations,
so rewarding.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
So it's like it's stressful, but at the end of the day, when we take off our mic belts and we get to sit together and we're like talk about
and we're
the day,
look what we just did.
Yeah, we're like, I'm so proud of you. Like we just killed that. Yeah. Like, can you believe we just did that? Yeah. I didn't think I could rappel down stadiums in the Niagara Falls and like it's so cool. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. And then you get to watch it all back. How does that feel?
That's that's half the part that's awesome. It's like you get to redo the race.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what they're going to show too. You don't know how it's going to like the race is long, right? So it's like you don't know what parts of the clips they're going to have and what they're going to show. So like we were even watching it for the first time, right? And like last night we had everybody. We did a big watch party and at this beautiful place in Perry Sound on Georgian Bay. There's a floating TV, like it's a nice patio, and we had like tons of our friends and family come out, and nobody knew that we were going home. And we knew the whole time, and so like it was like everybody's right into it. Then they start realizing, oh no, like at the end they're like, oh my god, they're at the back. But they're like, I could tell they're all of them in their head. They're like, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like there's no way. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're like, okay, there's like, and then they're like, wait a minute, they're right at the back. And then like And then all of a sudden, like, we go through the end of it, and like we just look around and like everybody's crying.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah, it was a tearjerker.
Yeah.
But it was good. Like, you know, it's half the experience is doing it with is watching it.
Yeah.
You mentioned not knowing what's going to be on the show or not. Was there a moment where you were shocked that it wasn't on the show, or was there a moment that did make the show that you were shocked? Or
There was so honestly after the snowshoe challenge, feeling like, oh my god, I know that we're in last because we were able to count cars that wasn't shown, but obviously there's only so much they can show. But as we were coming up to that challenge, Jesse and Jonathan were first leading very ahead the leg. They won this leg, but we were like, okay, that's Jesse and Jonathan. There's one. We know that they're in first if Ike and Dimitri are behind. So then we started counting cars as they were coming down the mountain, and then we get to the parking lot, count the cars. We're like, there's one car missing. We are still in this race. And so we were able to realize that. But then after the fact, realizing that the boys had left, we knew we were dead last. So it's like coming down there. There was so many loving moments that they didn't show, like on the coming down, and you were feeling so down on that gondola or the chairlift there, and like some little parts that I really am like, oh, I remember how authentic that was, and just like, you know what, we were still had hope, because you have hope until the very end. But
they also didn't show that we chiseled 3 ice blocks.
Yes.
Other teams did 1 or 2, 1 and no, I think
2.
one other team did 2, right? And we busted through 3 ice blocks.
Yeah.
And so like we were like, we got the teams that went through, both teams that got the express passes only chiseled 1 block and they hit it. And it was luck of the draw, right?
Right. We were right. We literally chose the first one.
We were bombing
and then
them.
Skipped one and then chose the next one, and the one in the middle.
We were bombing these ice blocks. We had like
just bad luck from the start.
It was taking us half the time to get through these ice blocks, and we just got bad luck. We didn't get the express pass, and then inevitably the team that got lost and beat us out, they ended up just like burning an express pass at that Smurf thing, because if they did that Smurf challenge, they would have been there for hours, because there was 1 Smurf left in a 3-acre forest. Like, as you took Smurfs, there was less Smurfs. So
right.
Your chances went down.
Yeah.
It got harder as people left, right? And so it was a 3-acre forest. It was huge.
If those
massive forest
if they didn't have
with these little mushroom huts like this. And so like, you know, like, and then then they burnt the express pass, got through it, and never really got to catch up to us. But like, for how long it took us longer to do the snowshoes than the push. Obviously, it was the wrong call there. But those boys got caught up to us way quicker because they had that express pass that they, you know. So
if they didn't, they would have been.
So I'm not using an excuse, but that's the race. Like that, you just get lucky or you don't, and those are the cards that are dealt. You know.
But honestly, like, just to say this, we love
the boys. But you got lucky, boys.
And we're happy that they get to experience more.
No, we love a lot of the cast members are all great and whatnot, but they're lucky we got put out, because otherwise we would have.
I love that energy. So maybe we'll see you back on another reality show. What are we putting out into the universe? Where would you guys, in a fantasy world, what's your next show?
We're good we're chill vibes, and like, you know, we took it like, you know, calm, but like we're both super competitive.
We are.
And we both truly thought like we had a good shot at winning the race, or we should win the race. Like we knew we could win the race, and I still believe that. So totally, like other shows, like
bring it on, Canada. I'm ready. Like, let's go. I would love the opportunity again to to show up.
We're ready to go for anything. We would do it, and like we've been through it, and so like we know that like it's such a sick experience to do these shows. So if we got presented another opportunity, we do it for sure.
I love that. So you're not turned off reality?
No. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
right?
Yeah.
I'm right there with you guys, and I can't thank you enough. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys and talk to you. Thank you for your time. And hey, I want to see you back on the race for a 3rd time. Nothing wrong with that.
Right?
People are gonna be like, what?
Thank you so much for watching Facing Reality with me, Sarah Hanlon, your pop culture scholar, and the cast of The Amazing Race Canada Season 11. Subscribe for more interviews like this with the rest of the cast, red carpet moments, and all things pop culture.